If you want $3,000 plus per couple, and now my couples are stretching up to the $5,000 mark, you're gonna ask the fucking question. Here is how I create what most people know as tension in photos, so that every couple that walks through my studio is spending $3,000 plus on their products after their session. Couples boudoir is more than just a shot list of photos. It is creating tension and chemistry within the photos themselves. If you are gonna walk in and just have a selection of poses you're going to do, you will never ever sell $3,000 worth of products for every couple session. Here is how I create tension in my couples and the flow to get there. Couples inquire, they already know they like my work because my website shows that. So my funnel is leading them straight to me. But what happens after they sign the contract? There's a lot. So the first step is, before they even walk through the doors, they get my exclusive couples guide. This is going to help them prep outfits based on their style. I give them 2 directions. It's gonna tell them stretches to do, items to bring, and just a couple notes when it's leading into their boudoir session. I'm gonna link that guide here so that you can snag it and grab it and put it into your workflow right away. It does make a difference because all of my couples do read this before they come through the door and tell me that it's very helpful. Prepping your couples is very key to creating a $3,000 gallery because you're building trust right away. Once they come in, the first thing I do is get to know him very well. He is sitting there while she gets hair and makeup done, so my artist is already interacting with her. I don't need to also interact with her. My goal is to get to know him, find common ground, kind of like sitting down at a bar and getting to know the person sitting next to you that you've never met before. Ask them, what do you do for work? What are your hobbies? And I'm sure you'll find a common ground amongst it. Sometimes we talk about favorite YouTube creators like Good Golf or Caleb Hammer or whatever your kind of cup of tea is, and talk about it. It just allows the walls to really come down and create another layer of trust between your client and allow that to flow through in the photos, so that when I tell them to do certain prompts, they're not gonna balk at me, they're gonna just trust me. A lot of my clients say, I feel like an old friend, and that really tells me that there's a layer of trust that all of my clients are getting from me, not only from like a social media standpoint, but also in the session itself. Very good icebreakers if you don't even know how to break the ice. First thing, put your phone down or your laptop. You don't need to use this time as a time to work. You need to use the time of hair and makeup to connect with your clients, because that's way more important than whatever gallery you may be editing or whatever post you think is more important than the people in the room. Do you have kids? Like, I have kids. That right there is like a gateway, right? We get to vent about our children. And if you don't have kids, do you have pets? How are you building a house? Are you know, what's something exciting happening in your life? The trust with him, because my makeup artist is already working on her. That gives me the chance to really get to know him. He's not a prop. He is an equal partner in this process, and he needs to know that. Now, it's his favorite part, or at least favorite part, right? Because her nerves are setting in. He's probably chill at this point because I've literally spent an hour talking to him. That calms a lot of people's nerves. What we do for her, fashion show. So I'm going to pull items out of my client closet, what she brought, and then we are going to try them all on to find the favorite thing. And you're probably like, this is going to make her nervous. Actually, it does not, because he gets to watch and spectate. So what happens is she's gonna like look for him for approval, and he is going to be like salivating, right? Because your job as a photographer is to only put your client in pieces that are probably gonna look good. And if you don't have a client closet, I suggest you log on to Shein right now and get like a whole sloof of stuff. And she's going to start kind of being like, okay, like my nerves are going away. He's like, this is the best day ever. She's hot. She's prancing around in lingerie. So like my trust is going up because now she trusts me because I'm already making her look good in front of him. He's like, hallelujah, Jesus, like this is amazing. So the trust is already there. But this is also building tension because now he wants her. Like he wants her. Someone's wanting someone real bad. This is where I kind of like tell people that you really gotta have very like chill skin for this situation. I ask a lot of very maybe bold for some people questions, but given the nature of what I'm about to do, I need to know these answers. And again, this is going to build the tension. Some questions I ask before every session because I need to know this in order to perform my job. How is the relationship dynamic? Are we dom sub? True dom sub? Are we switch? Are we sub sub? Like, I need to know who's in charge because that's the person I'm going to be leading. I'm not going to ask this. Yes, you are. If you want $3,000 plus per couple, and now my couples are stretching up to the 5 grand mark, you're going to ask the fucking questions. Is how I feel. Like, ask the fucking questions. It's not really that bad. Like, if they already are going to be basically in their undies in front of you, I think these are really minor questions. Biggest one I'm looking for is if it's true dom sub. Like, I'm talking, I call you daddy, I wear a collar all the time. Because in that instance, you need to start like breaking down that for poses. So one of the biggest things I've learned, especially in the year 2025, true doms do not ever stand below a sub. What does that mean? So if I do like the one where she's against the wall and he's supposed to like drop to his knees, that is a hard no. We do not do that in true dom sub. If we do, we can do it in switch. But these are all questions I need to ask. Like, I say, okay, if you're dominant and this is like a dom sub, are you comfortable being below her? There's no swipe the poses. That also gives me a chance to be like, do you want to lead part of this? Because you know the dynamic, you know how to like edge her, you know how to do all these things. Like, part of it, I want you to build the tension yourself because you know what to do. I may adjust it here and there, but truly, this is where I'm gonna let their creative drive also stem into mine, which is again, how I create these high $1,000 plus galleries. 2, do we have any hard limits? Submission, like hands bound, ankles bound. You know, I asked, do you wanna use the steel leg spreader? Do you wanna use a swing? Like, is there anything that you're like, this is not us? I need to know right now. If you're not into choking, say no. Like, I make sure that they know they can tell me no because that's also building a layer of trust. I need to know what is yes and what is no. And trust, because trust builds tension. So trust builds tension. So that when I go into the photos, it's not stagnant. It's like prom photos, okay? I see this all the time on the internet. There are so many people that like do this pose where like the guy sits on the bed like this, all macho, and then she's like sitting on the ground, like wrapped around his calf. Like, what is that? I wouldn't do that in real life. You know what I mean? Like, I always ask myself when I do poses, like, would I do this in like foreplay or getting the deed on? Because if the answer is no, swipe it from your like play deck. Like, don't do that. That's why you're not building tension. You're putting them in like prom poses or like engagement photos. This is not the point. So you'll kind of see as I move on in these next YouTubes how I'm kind of breaking this down. And I might start swearing because some of y'all are fucking idiots. Like, I'm just trying to make it easier for you guys. Sorry. But you have to start everything and be the boss. Like, I want a sweatshirt that says mommy because that's literally what I am in my life, and I'm okay with that. Because I'm dominant in my workforce, as I should be, because I am leading in a very intimate setting. If you do not feel comfortable doing this, do not enter the arena, okay? I don't feel comfortable stepping into an MMA fucking octagon ring, okay? I'm not gonna do it. It looks cool, yeah, but I'm not gonna do it. I don't wanna die, kind of thing. So it's the same thing here. Like, I don't know how to shoot a newborn. I'm not gonna step into the arena. I'm too loud for a newborn. I had 3 of them and I'm still too loud for a newborn. So you can kind of see, like, if you're not prepared to ask these questions, you will never be at this level. Subscribe. I'm gonna keep developing this process with you. I'm gonna keep kind of like brain dumping myself out on YouTube for you. And eventually, somehow, I will conglomerate together in a single little happy package for you. But like I said, hit subscribe. I'm chill like this. This is how I talk in the studio. Like, there is F-bombs left and right. I'm really freaking honest and I'm blunt. So if you also want me to like audit your photos, I can audit that. I will try to be nice. There are no promises. Hit that subscribe.